10 videos in a row about Rico. Now I'm starting to want to be paying Rico. Since you have declared that Rico is so pitiful, right? You are so grand and wonderful, and everything that is said to or about you is perfect. It's not a problem. Oh, it's not a problem. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good. But then you have to go from there to the downtrodden. Pastor, I think you ought to be paying him. You are riding on his back, girl. You are. What's the word I use in my opening? Jay Wilson, let me try to educate you, Pastor. Since apparently whatever schooling you got learned from me, girl, you're not capable of ministering to anybody. You're sitting up here talking to a man who is obviously liberated. He's drunk, so you just keep pressing him and pressing him and pressing him to get him to yell and scream. And then you ask him, are you angry? You sound angry. Girl, if you let somebody talk. But since y'all don't all understand why I keep going back to that same subject, I'm going to give you just a little taste. I'm going to give you a little taste, and we are claiming fair use here. Okay, on this panel, I'm seeing several faces. I see Wilson, bald-headed Wilson. I see Rico Reports. I see Oracle. That's not where I want to be. I want to be a little bit further along. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Hold on, just 1 minute. I want to be a little bit further along. I want to see where this girl comes on here and makes a totally. Where's she at? Is that her? I can't find the guy. Okay. There he is. Okay, here we go.
Let me say something. I'm going to hop off. Jay Wilson, I'm enjoying the show. However, I feel like you're not listening to Rico. I feel like you're listening to respond. Don't respond.
Okay, let's move.
Okay, that lasted 30 seconds, right? Because this person, who I won't mention her name, goes, oh, I don't like her, the way she treats me, the disrespectful way she treats me. But she made a serious point. Did y'all hear the point? He only let her on for 20 to 30 seconds, right? Let's hear it again and make sure we're on the same page.
Reading the chat. See, again, it doesn't take that much to trigger you. And people know.
He's drunk, fool.
You keep picking on me, just like I'm the weakest, and I'm the easiest one to pick off, because I deal with my emotions differently.
Okay, Rico.
There's nothing wrong with
we're saying that we're trying to have a conversation here.
Look, can I say something? Wait, let me say something. I'm going to hop off. Jay Wilson, I'm enjoying the show. However, I feel like you're not listening to Rico. I feel like you're listening to respond. Don't respond.
Okay, let's move
on. He took her off.
I didn't bring her up here for that.
Because somebody said, well, we all think, honey, if you would just shut up and let somebody speak, they wouldn't have to keep raising their voice. They wouldn't have to get angrier and angrier. You know this man drinks. We all can accept that Rico has a problem with alcohol. He's even called himself an alcoholic. That's probably what he is. It's not our judgment. It's for him to decide what he is. We don't know why you feel like you have to step on and stump on everybody's conversation thing. They can't say, yet you want to make 10, 11, 12, 13 videos about them. You want to tell them how terrible their life is, how awful they is. They need to do this. They need to do that. Oh, they can't get no assistance. They can't get no. Girl, are you still up here, girl, talking about assistance for your trailer trash? How much assistance, girl, went through the trailer? See, I think that's where your problem started. Some people gonna say, oh, you harp too much on the trailer. It's the trailer, but some things happen in that trailer. This boy is obsessed with public assistance. He's obsessed with everybody else's business. He got to talk about what everybody else gets. He won't talk about what all their mistakes. And then he got the nerve, the audacity to sit up and say, that's none of your business. That's none of, girl, wait a minute. Everything in your life is none of our business. And then yet everything about our lives is your business. Is that you're part of the YouTube? Jay Wilson, you are one of the silliest persons, girl. You are a silly man. And so for you to be on here bragging once again about she got some woman on there today. All they talking about is all the accomplishments, girl. Jay Wilson, if you were on here boasting of 5 degrees, girl, 5 degrees, right? You are the absolute worst example of what an education means, Jay Wilson. Why are you over here in the low bottom, honey? You over here in the beefing sector, right? You are picking arguments with these people who are 20 and 30 years younger than you. And you just make video after video after video about these people. Then when they try to talk to you, all you can do is rile them up, won't let them speak until they get to reach a crescendo. So what is your ultimate goal, Pastor? What is the goal? Is that to take Rico had a pair of scissors in his hand while he was going on one of his rants. I don't watch the rants because Rico's a much younger person than me, right? I can't relate to people who are high or drunk and are young, right? It's just not my argument. Anyway, I said, wait, what if he got so riled that he take those scissors and stick them in his neck? Is that the goal, Pastor? Since you're so educated, you don't counsel somebody. You can't counsel a piece of dog. You can't do it. You're totally useless. You keep hollering about your goddamn degrees. I would say, girl, if I saw something like you, I would say, wait a minute. You mean to tell me if I go to school for the next 17, 18 years, this is what I'm going to get? I'm going to ride around and come on YouTube and speak to people who are drunk? How the hell you have an argument with somebody who's drunk? Oh, I can't believe you said that. You said, girl, talk to any drunk. Anybody. That's not a judgment. I classify my own self an alcoholic when I was a young person. If I'm going off, girl. It ain't going to make no sense. It makes no sense to an intelligent conversation. Rico. We don't have a word with you, Jay Wilson. We don't want to hear you say the name Rico anymore, girl. Just don't say it at all. We don't want to hear you say the word. We don't want to hear you say the word that pierces my soul, girl. Again. You heard the first time, girl. Again, Rico, and you're the educated one. I think that when Rico is not drinking, which is or I enjoy him the most, I think he's smarter than you, more sensitive than you. He is certainly more in touch with his spiritual life. You act like his spiritual life don't mean. Well, that's strange. Maybe to rest of us, you don't someone else, but you're supposed to be in ministry. You're supposed to be encouraging people into things of God. That would be your assignment, right? Oh no, all that God stuff, all that God stuff. This is his attitude whenever Rico tries to express his feelings about anything spiritual, right? My thoughts, his only hope is something spiritual, right? So I would think that a pastor or a person claiming to be a, why do you got that on your name? It's so foolish, girl. Your own sister that had no idea you was a pastor. You ain't never pastored nowhere, girl. You come here and talk, oh, I was an associate pastor. Girl, you can have 9, 10, 11 associate pastors in the church. Girl. Right, you in charge of setting up the chairs. Correct? So we expect so much more from you, Jay Wilson. If you're going to come on here and always judge everybody, tell us about life. I'm like, we don't want to hear no fool come on here talking about how horrible our lives are. About your life. They can't answer your life. So I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. What? Don't you, girl? It is a servant's heart. A person who wants to help others. That is a servant's heart. That is the role of someone claiming to be even a minister. Look, you got it all, Jay Wilson. Video after video after video after video about this man, right? Yes, he got struggle. Just like you struggle with them hamburgers, struggle with them fatbacks and their fried chicken. Girl, you Miss Thing, don't get me started, girl. You struggling with peach cobbler, strawberry parfaits. Struggle. You got your own. Oh no, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. How many more days do we have for March? Because for the last 4 or 5 months, you be saying the 1st of March you were going to be thin. You're going to be a thin man. You're going to lose the weight. You said you're going to take it all off, and you knew. I don't know if you I guess you say, is God going to do this for you? Who's going to do it for you, Jay Wilson? Because you have about what's today, 10th, 9th. So you have about 20 more days. Can we see some progress? I mean, we ain't never experienced that before, girl. When a person goes from being a fat pig, shamu, to being a regular, normal sized person, they do all that in a day, right? Usually there's a progression to that, girl, right? You've had all this time and all the eating. You come here talking about eating disorder than alcoholism. They both will kill you. That's right. Why don't you stop worrying about somebody else's issues, Jay Wilson? Don't worry about your own issues. Worry about your own issues, girl. Go over there with that slow boy. Because I'll come to the conclusion that boy Mark, he's got to be slow. I just don't see any other way around it. This long to put up with your lane, he's got to be slow. There's something wrong with him. So you said that he can't ever appear again, or people comment on him. What are they commenting on? Just a human being. I can sit on they comment or not, girl. Why has he got to be protected, girl? We want to know, is this some boy you hook your wagon to? He barely talks. You hung a husband suit on him, girl. That really there's no damn relationship. You don't live in the same house. You need to stop calling that boy your partner, because that is not your partner. A partner is a person who lives in the same house. That is a person who shares the bill. You are a partner. The two have become as one, right? You function as one. You are like in a marriage. Before there was any gay marriage, we called ourselves partners when we live together. That was the very definition of what a partner was. If somebody lives across town, girl, and you only see them once a week or once every 2 weeks, girl, that is not a partner. That is either your fuck buddy or your boyfriend. At the very best, that's your boyfriend. So why do you keep coming here talking about you got a partner? And why do you identify it as your partner as soon as you met it, girl? You can't fall in love in 2 days. There is no love, girl. It's just you running your listen and perhaps partaking in a beer. You feel like you want to. He don't listen. Oh, he don't listen. He don't listen to wise counsel. Girl, every time you say that, girl, I say, man, he wise counsel. You ain't no wise counsel, punk. You sit up here, girl, making degree after degree after degree. You still ain't figure out one is going to apply to your life. You wise counsel. You over here making fun of people who are in the struggle. You don't know that boy gonna hurt himself. You don't know. Somebody was abusive. You don't know, right? What about some of these women? How many of them have been abused? Right? But you got all the answers and the advice. Jay Wilson, you're an idiot. You need to stop talking about advice. But we don't want no advice from you. You are a failure. You failed. You can say, why didn't do no drugs? Why did you live off the system? Yeah, we didn't do all those things, girl. But you did. So you're supposed to be somebody. You are. You're saying that we are failed. I'm not a failure. I never tried to do that, girl. It was never my dream, my goal, Miss Thing. Right? So you're trying to say that you are somehow successful? Successful at? I'm in a house. I got my house. You got a house and you're working 4 and 5 jobs to keep a house you don't need. It boggles the mind. I'm gonna get equity. You ain't gonna get nothing more than you put in. When you calculate all of the HOA, you calculate all of the payments, because you had 7 years. I doubt you're paying anything more than interest, girl. You ain't accumulating, and then you ain't gonna get no great return on no house in the suburbs of Texas. So why you think you can just get in there, girl? You can pretend you're successful. Remind me back in the 70s, girls couldn't get a decent house in a decent neighborhood, right? But what do? If they had a decent job, whatever, they go out and they buy them these cars. They all had Cadillacs and Lincolns. Cadillacs and Lincolns, right? They figured that, well, if I got a Cadillac, I'm successful. No. That don't mean you're successful. That means you went down there and bought a Cadillac. You make the payments. And whether you got a floor or whatever, it ain't the same as a person who can actually afford a Cadillac. That's what it is. How you bragging about a house you ain't never in it? And when you are in it, you on here running. You try to make a coin from it. I'm gonna get a coin from it. Don't mess with my coin. Jay Wilson, if you want to stop at this point in your life, to stop being accused of being trailer trash, because in my mind, that's what you are. Only trailer trash. Only the low of the low bottoms is going to be constantly talking about money. Particularly when the money, it ain't nothing but a dribble, girl. It defines you as being a poor person who never had that. That's where your obsession with money comes from. And that's why it always leads me back to the same old place. I got to get back onto that dirt road that led to your trailer. Your mind is locked up. Your mind is locked up in poverty, and your mind is locked up in them drumsticks. Woo! Them drumsticks, girl. I'll be right back. And she goes black and she go eat some. I'll be right back. Oh, that was boo. Baby talk. I baby talk my dog. I said, come here, swing your ding dong dong, dong dong, dong dong. That's the same thing as calling him my boo. Why you baby talking a grown man? An intelligent man gonna have to call me a boo. My name is this, unless he's slow. I got a partner. I got somebody who never had a real partner. Girl. Anybody never loved you. You don't even know what it is. What does he want from Rico exactly? I don't even know what he wants from him. The man is drunk. If he's drunk, you ain't gonna be able to talk to him. All you can do is agitate him, honey. When he wants to stop, he'll stop. If he don't want to stop, that's his prerogative. He can do what he wants to do. It's his prerogative. Why are you watching it? Why you got your old bald head fat there on Rico's channel? Why? You go over there to get content. Maybe you need to start cash apping him if you're gonna use his name so much. Oh, Timothy, you use Jay Wilson. You use Jay Wilson. And every time I make a video, she's already gotten her reward. Believe me. You say you make 70 videos about him, and he makes 71 about me. We ain't got no compassion. Jay Wilson. Leave that boy alone. If something happened to him, and it very well could, because he got that drunk the other day. Honey, there's blood on your hand. Wait a minute, why you gotta hold on? You just said it was a dialogue, let him say something, and you say something, punk. You are the worst moderator on here, girl, and you have the absolute nerve to sit over and tell him what a dialogue is. I don't think you learned a lesson what a dialogue is, punk.
Mr. Lucas trying to say something to you.
All right. Y'all see what I mean? You gonna tell somebody what a dialogue is, right? Girl, when I was on that channel, I just had to go over there and just be messy. You couldn't get that word in edgewise, girl. You had to fight for every word you get through. You can't even process a thought, and he's over there schooling somebody on what a dialogue is. Jay Wilson needs attention. Jay Wilson needs money, honey. He needs money, and you know why? Because he needs things for the house. He got to heat them up. One thing, middle of winter, heat and cool it, girl. You got to get the grass. You got to get all this. But frustrates him, Jay Wilson, is nobody ever sees the house, right? So when they brought them people in for that pitiful barbecue thing he had, whatever, ain't nobody ever seen the house. Ain't nobody, girl. He goes upstairs. He said his bedroom's on the first floor. That means there's nobody at all on the top floor, right? He ain't even been up in the bathroom. It don't make no sense to clean the bathroom because ain't nobody used it, right? I'm just saying, girl. Everything he's supposed to be. I work. You sound like an idiot, boy. Jay Wilson, listen to me. You ain't the CEO, right? You don't own no business. You're not the pastor of any church. You're not even the damn choir director of any consistent church, girl, which you're supposed to be so educated in. You have done nothing. And so you drag your pitiful ass here, girl. So over here, you can feel like, oh, they ain't got no degrees. Shouldn't you be talking to people who do have degrees? Right? Shouldn't you be an intellectual by now? Shouldn't you own something that cheap? You don't even own a laundromat. You got to, I work. Why are you working? They should be working for you. Somebody should be working for you. And when you start, you educate an idiot. An educated fool is what you get. Totally useless. It makes no difference at all. So you need to stop bragging about these schools. I think them schools, I've said it before, need to call you up and say, Jay Wilson, could you not say where you went to college? Because this is hurting our enrollments. People are saying, listen, is this the improvement I'm going to get in my life? Jay Wilson, then I choose to just get a decent job then. I mean, Rebel Son does a whole lot better than this boy. Because he got into that cheap, this is his measure of success, right? But it shouldn't be in there, girl. And all the money he puts into there, he gets nothing for that. So when he thinks, oh, I'm going to get equity, you ain't going to get other than what you put in there, girl. They have already got it, but they're going to get their interest first. But yeah, you got it going on. You never hear him saying anything wrong with him, right? It's always, I'm happy. Oh, boo's coming over. Just brag, right? But then he jumps on every opportunity to judge someone else and to push them down, even when that person is already struggling. I can't stand like this. This is what you call a pile-up spirit, right? Kick a man when he's down, right? And there's some hard lessons in life that you're going to learn about having a pile-up spirit, right? You insecure little bug. I shouldn't call you little because you are enormous, Jay Wilson. Don't worry about Rico's issue, honey. I think it's time for you to focus in like a laser on your own issue, right? Because what you're going to discover is life at 50 is not the same as life at 20 or 30, right? You may have been able to take it off in your late 30s or even in your early 40s. You can take the weight off. It ain't like that, baby. I've been to gym 15 years, girl. Them young people can go and do headstands. Girl, they can lift iron, girl. They can do all this, honey. They can run around the track 13 times. But the 50-year-olds, I'm just saying, you better get to work. Work. And where those cars never came to command. Keep those fancy machines humming. Fingers to the bone. Out long. Would you love to have a nice loft or a condo or a townhouse? Something that other single people have where your home really is your home, honey. Right? How many of those houses that are in your neighborhood, Jay Wilson, are occupied by single people? I bet you they're not that many. Because a thinking person is going to say, okay, my kids have gone to college. Right? My mom's not staying here anymore. I need to downsize now. You're upsizing at 52. Why are you upsizing if they want all this equity you're going to get? You ain't going to get. This is the first time you've ever been able to qualify for a loan. And that was when you had a job where you had tricked those people into a job at that school, right? So you say, we got to go by what you say. And then almost immediately, within a few months, girl, you started going into foreclosure. Remember coming on here whining, crying? Oh, I got laid off. I got laid off. Maybe I got to interview with Graham. I got to interview with Graham. Sissy, you ain't got your in his house, girl. And now you've been working part-time this, part-time that, part-time YouTube. Have y'all recognized the increase in the number of videos this boy's doing? He's doing 2 and 3 a day for 2 and 3 hours each. He even admits to pumping, hundreds of commercials all trying to pull more. I need more. I know. Obviously, you're not no snappy dress. You ain't spending no money on nothing to wear, right? When you go out of town, you got to drive out of town, right? So what happens with with this money you need? You're a silly person. Mm-hmm. A silly person. Y'all had a Palmer Park? Okay, we had a Palmer Park in LA. He did extensive therapy. We're worrying about somebody else. Mm-hmm. Do a Luther draws run. Oh, Lord have mercy. Are you going to be no, wait, pretty little darling have a heart? I wish I could. 52 years old. He ain't down. That nigga just moving in. Finally qualified for a loan. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I wonder if you were qualified with this piece together income you have now, Jay Wilson, right? All this to maintain house you don't need, girl. It's crazy. But he doesn't have the capacity to ever come on here and tell the truth about anything, girl. He has no desire to help anybody with anything. Everything's got to be hidden and buried, right? Oh, I don't want them to know. Oh, anything business. I can't believe somebody would have enough nerve to say that, girl, about how everything is not their business, right? And how their life has to be so secret, girl. And then they want to go and talk about other people's lives, though. Oh, you said it. You said it. Well, don't worry about what I said, punk. Why do you worry about what I said? And leave Rico alone. Get off his page. Why you got your old ball head? What is there to see? You see a man that drinks. So he gets drunk. Oh, you have an intellectual conversation. I want to see you have an intellectual conversation, Jay Wilson, with someone else to finish their degrees, because that person can identify, okay, this man really is an idiot. That's what I like to see, right? You say you went to seminary, you showing your degree. Look at this degree. Oh, 5 months, he ain't got that degree. I bet you that woman is in her church being functioning and being active in her church, girl. You have no function at all. Nothing. You have nothing, Jay Wilson. But I would like to see you talk to other people from seminary. Let's have an intellectual conversation. And anytime anybody say anything about God or the Bible, oh, I don't know that Bible stuff. But we hear the Bible stuff. We hear the Bible, like that ain't nothing. That's why God did not allow you to make any ministry. You didn't have no place there, girl. I put 7 of them together. I'm almost finished with 7. So I put 6.5 novels together. Can you do that, girl? Master's degree in singing. Jay Wilson, I ain't got no problem saying I can't sing. I can't sing where I can perform. I can't sing where anybody's gonna ever pay to see me, right? But what I'm saying is, brother, you have a master's degree in singing. Girl, we're just like this. We're just like this, Jay Wilson. As far as the singing goes, girl, you got nothing. No gifts, no talents. So you drag your ass over here to the beef sector. Lord have mercy. Out of all the sectors to be on YouTube, the passer want to be in the gossip section. I thought you were supposed to be discouraging people to gossip if you're so church-minded. I'm sure them people are shocked and appalled. Look what happened here. They see them people in seminary. I'm sure if they ever click on YouTube, everybody's on YouTube. They might say, "Girl, go over there and look and see what Jay Wilson." And this is what he become. This is his degree. So, he is still paying mostly interest. Yes, 7. Oh, I did my pay 7 years. I did it 7. Girl, that ain't nothing, girl. You ain't did nothing to that damn mortgage. You ain't did nothing to it at all. All you doing is paying them. Master's degree in singing, child. That's right. Seriously. How you gonna get a master's degree in singing, girl? Girl, gifts and talents come from God. They are included in your design, right? Aretha Franklin did not have to go out and get a master's degree to sing. Any famous singer, any person who makes a living as a singer, girl, they have a gift. When they open their mouth, nice sounds come out of their mouth, girl. It is a gift. It is a gift from God. God gave you that. Some kids, you'll see when they start drawing in school, and because early on, 3rd, 4th grade, you start looking for their talents, right? So we all seem to have some, right? And you say, well, he can just draw. And you know what? Even at 50, this man can still draw. He's gotten even better at drawing, right? Because that is his gift. God gave it to him. Jay Wilson tried to tell God what he gonna do. If he didn't give you that gift, how you spending years and years and years trying to get a master's degree in it? I can't imagine what a master's degree in singing is. You can't teach because nobody wants to listen to him.